Goeiedag. Good day, fellow South Africans. And please excuse Bonsai, my dog, in the background, but, you know, he's having one of those moments. And we all have them. All right, look, I talked earlier about what happened in Vryheid with those prisoners escaping and the danger they actually resulted in over people living in that area. It's getting worse for the area of Vryheid in KwaZulu-Natal, like it is all over South Africa. It's getting very, very sad. I'm reading an article here which talks about the town's pharmacy. This is Vryheid's town pharmacy, has run out of medication to treat vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal cramps after a sharp increase in cases, and apparently this is related to drinking the tap water at Vryheid. The message they give is, don't drink the tap water unless you have boiled it first, cautioned Abakulusi Mayor Jerry Sabia. Now, this guy is supposed to be running Vryheid and making sure that things like the water is clean. But obviously he's a BEE person and totally incompetent and probably corrupt to the core. Although I'm just saying that as a byline. Let's see what he said. Let's see what else happens here in this article. This warning comes after numerous residents from Vryheid town and Bekozulu began experiencing severe gastrointestinal problems, including vomiting, diarrhea, and agonizing abdominal cramps from as early as Wednesday last week. Thanks to the water. Water management manager Nati Mbongwas told the Vryheid Herald that he would be subjecting water samples to rigorous testing after receiving a report on Monday morning indicating that the hospital had treated 14 patients from Bekozulu and one from Mondlo and one from Louwsburg with the same symptoms. Why the hell is he not doing that before you have people being affected by bad water? It's crazy. This is the blatant incompetence resulting from BEE. Sister S. Smith from the Vryheid Hospital said that the number of patients treated for nausea, abdominal cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea since the weekend was much higher than that. Now, I have to draw your attention to one thing, that in the huge town of Newcastle, I reported a couple of months ago that there was not one doctor left living in the town to treat patients. Now, apparently, they don't have a doctor in Vryheid. Why wouldn't you get a doctor to comment and not a sister? A sister is a nurse. Now you've got a nurse responding to the issue. That's what's happening in South Africa. God help you if you get sick there. It's not a good place to get sick. Anyway, Sister S. Smith also said, I am busy with my preliminary report for the hospital CEO and will be able to say how many patients were treated once it's complete, but it was far more than 14, she said. When questioned about rumors that residents had died after presenting with these symptoms, Sister Smith admitted that people had died, but the hospital would only be able to confirm the reason for the deaths after an examination was conducted by a doctor, which it appears they don't have in Vryheid. Maybe they do. If they do, that's great, but you know, if you look at Newcastle, they don't have a doctor. Sister Smith said, you must stay hydrated because you lose a lot of fluids when you're sick. but please drink safe water. And Mbongwe explained that the water supplied to town and Bekuzulu came from the reservoir that also supplied Lakeside at Emad-Ashini. The reservoir stores purified water from Klipfontein Dam. Klipfontein Dam fills with water from Besterspruit stream, which runs through Bekuzulu, as well as Blomveld Dam and Grootgewacht Dam, which gets water from streams flowing through the catchment area. Now, I have to say something here, guys. We know the sewerage system in South Africa is completely cactus. That's not rocket science. There have been so many reports of that. Clearly, this water has been contaminated, and that's why they're saying don't drink it. Anyway, we'll just continue with the story. Mbongwa said, "We are not disputing that there is a possibility that it is the water that is making people sick. We are trying to find the source of the problem and are arranging to get samples sent to the lab in Durban for testing. I'm pushing as hard as I can to get the results in by Thursday afternoon. We are running a full test for everything that is possible. It is estimated that the water test will cost about 160,000 rand. The samples tested by us for turbidity and chlorine came back normal. We do suspect that a foreign body may have introduced to the water network through an illegal water connection, or more likely, raw sewage going into the water." Meanwhile, pharmacist Ingrid Klingenberg said she had completely run out of medication used to treat nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea this weekend for the first time in her career. Klingenberg said, "I run the only pharmacy that is available on standby and over the weekends, and it was so busy that I had to step in to assist with depot duty for the first time in my life." Yep, this is a reality in South Africa. At first I thought it may be a virus due to the change in season, but then I realized that the patients were not running a high temperature. I advised all residents to buy bottled water if they can and boil the water properly if you're drinking tap water. Alas, I also said, don't wait too long before you seek the medication because dehydration can be dangerous, especially in children. And we go back to Sister Smith, who says, "This is the advice to residents until the issue is resolved. In Vryheid, in that region, boil water for at least 1 minute before drinking it. With modern kettles that switch off automatically, open the lid and allow the water to continue boiling for a full minute before switching the kettle off. 2. If possible, consume bottled water until test results to determine the safety of the drinking water are received. 3. Look for products that can purify water, such as chlorine tablets. 4. Wash your hands thoroughly and as often as possible, especially when you begin to feel sick, as you can infect someone else. And lastly, she says, seek medical attention as soon as you start to show symptoms. The elderly and small children are most at risk." I don't know what to say, guys. I really do know. I really don't know what to say. I'm sorry. It is just crazy what's happening in South Africa. I mean, Vryheid. Can you believe it? Vryheid. It's a beautiful part of KwaZulu-Natal. It was very close to Escort. And, the whole of the country is now falling foul of BEE, incompetence, and blatant corruption at all levels in government in South Africa. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great day.